Hey everybody, Storytime Sunday. And this story time is going to be based on a question we had from one of our viewers and listeners, which is, have you ever seen a medical professional pass out, whether it's a doctor or whatever? And in this particular case, it was a student. I was a resident doing general surgery residency back in New York in Brooklyn, and we were working on this case, and we had this third year medical student helping us. And back in the day, as a medical student, you do a lot of retracting. You're like holding on to these things, pulling the abdominal wall, the body cavity open so that people can see and do their work. This particular student is pulling on this retractor, and we're all around the table working. And I see the student look at me. He looks at me straight in the eyes as he's pulling on this retractor hard for us to see, and he goes, "I'm not feeling very good, Dr. Cohen." And all of a sudden we saw his eyes roll back in his head, and he's still holding on to this retractor, and he starts going back, holding the retractor, and the patient starts kind of going with him. The other doctor that I was with flipped the retractor out of the patient, because otherwise the patient would have gone with the guy. And luckily someone was behind the student at the perfect time, and the student went back, still holding on to this retractor tight. We sat the student down. The student was still passed out, but holding on to this retractor because, I guess their hands had locked on it. And that was the story. And so, yes, I've seen people pass out. And I must confess, it's kind of an evil, guilty pleasure of mine. I enjoy it when it happens. Sorry.